The Dodgers have secured their pitching in DH, yet a gaping hole remains in the lineup, a consistent, high-impact right-handed bat, and the persistent positional uncertainty at second base. When a two-time All-Star like Bo Bichette suddenly announces he is ready, willing, and able to abandon his premium position at shortstop, effectively offering himself at a discount right into Andrew Friedman's strategic lap, why on earth would the most aggressive front office in baseball maintain this deliberate silence?
The pause in the Bichette market is not due to lack of interest. It hints at a calculated chess match far deeper than simple contract negotiations, a strategy that must be exposed. Welcome to 603 Snap News, where we snap the latest baseball chaos into focus, dissecting the precise financial and positional puzzle pieces that could redefine the Dodgers' infield, or shift their focus entirely to a highly risky, injury-addled outfield trade target. The intrigue begins with the positional domino effect, the music Andrew Friedman loves to hear. Bichette, according to league sources cited by Mark Feinsand, graded out as basically the worst defensive shortstop in Major League Baseball, based on outs above average metrics in the recent season. This defensive deficiency, coupled with teams reportedly not viewing him as a long-term shortstop beyond 2026, forces his hand. The move to second base is an admission of failure at one position, yes, but a massive unlock of value at another, specifically for the Dodgers, who need stability there if Tommy Edman is indeed tasked with patrolling center field. This isn't just a good fit, this is a destiny move, insisted one veteran scout, known internally as the Optimist. He's 27, entering his prime age 28 season, and the underlying metrics, 99th percentile in expected batting average, scream consistent elite performance, not luck. You are getting a Kyle Tucker-level hitter, a right-handed presence, potentially for half the term. This is the crux of the argument. A hitter with a career 121 weighted runs created plus since 2021, and a phenomenal 134 WRC plus in his best recent season, is being offered for a position that traditionally commands less financial premium. Bichette is not a platoon guy. His career 119 WRC plus against righties means he solves the critical right-handed impact problem overnight. However, the counter-argument is immediate and sharp, fueled by cautionary memory. The financial projections still hover around an 8-year deal exceeding $200 million. As the skeptic on our panel pointed out, we need to be wary of the contract year spike. His 134 WRC plus came right after a miserable 70 WRC plus season in 2024, plagued by calf strains and a fractured finger. Are we buying the motivated 2025 version or the fragile, inconsistent player who missed significant time? $25 million AAV is too much for a defensive liability with a PCL injury history, especially when the market is slow. This is where Friedman's genius lies. The market is cold, which suggests Bichette's agent might be floating the positional change to increase leverage, but the lack of movement means the 8-year demand is failing. Friedman is waiting for Bichette to blink. The Dodgers' ideal offer is likely closer to 5 years and $150 million, exploiting the panic caused by the PCL sprain and the defensive downgrade. If Bichette caves on the term, accepting less risk for the team, the deal is done. This leverage play represents the current peak of the conflict. Will Bichette prioritize short-term security with a winner or hold out for term in a frosty market? The secondary, and more Friedman-esque, move emerges from the outfield vacuum, offering a surprising plot twist that highlights the team's willingness to gamble on medical arbitrage. With the Bichette negotiation potentially stalled over term, attention pivots to trade targets, specifically Lars Nootbaar of the Cardinals. Ken Rosenthal's reporting confirms the Dodgers' interest in Nootbaar, and while he is a left-handed bat, his appeal perfectly aligns with the high-risk, high-reward strategy that defines Friedman's trade history. Nootbaar is cheap, has 2 years of team control remaining, and fits the Dodgers' philosophical obsession with the strike zone, proven by his elite metrics, a 98th percentile walk rate and high hard hip rate. He is, as one analyst put it, a StatCast darling whose peripherals have always promised far more than his career-worst 96 WRC plus in 2025 delivered. The catch, the massive fly in the ointment, is the double Haglund's deformity surgery on both heels this offseason, a procedure so rare and complex that its recovery timeline is unpredictable. One grim historical parallel involved a player who missed 2 years, although we must note the critical fine print that he was also recovering from an unrelating wild boar attack and a broken ankle, which certainly muddied the timeline. Nonetheless, the injury risk is immense. Yet this is exactly why the Dodgers are interested. If St. Louis is fearful, they will sell low. The risk manager's view is clear. Nootbaar is the ultimate Dodgers gamble. We don't need him until August.
If the ankle surgery keeps him sidelined until the All-Star break, the Dodgers are perfectly fine, provided the positional flexibility allows Edman to stay at second base. We acquire a high-upside player who walks and doesn't chase, the perfect mold, at a heavily discounted prospect price. This refutes the recent whispers that the Dodgers are only targeting known commodities. Nootbaar is anything but known. He is a $20 million risk profile bundled into a $5 million price tag.
The overall strategy becomes clear. Bichette is the home run, the high-impact solution that solidifies the right side of the lineup and the infield defense. Nootbaar is the shrewd insurance policy, a left-handed bat to offset the potential trade of a player like Teoscar Hernandez, acquired via trade for a lesser prospect haul due to his injury status.
The silence in the Bichette market is simply Andrew Friedman waiting for the agent to agree that a career season following an injury-riddled year doesn't automatically warrant an 8-year contract. The question isn't if the Dodgers can afford Bichette, but if they can afford to pass up the chance to acquire a right-handed hitter with his sustained power and batting average for a favorable term.
The delay is the negotiation itself, and the price will only drop as spring training approaches. But what do you think? With Kyle Tucker seemingly unattainable and the risks associated with Nootbaar's unusual surgery being so high, is Bo Bichette, despite the massive contract demand, still the only logical move the Dodgers should prioritize right now? Or should they pivot entirely to the cheap, injured upside of a StatCast darling like Lars Nootbaar? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like this video, share it with fellow fans, and hit that subscribe button right here on 603 Snap News for more unfiltered baseball insights.